So I'm like, oh, shoot. Start running after him. And then I see Nick Bosa out of nowhere with the long strides, majestic, comes over, wraps him up as I'm getting there. And it's just kind of second nature now. Like, I don't really think about it. I just come in and I try to, like, hit my hand, like, get my hand on the ball, like, to try to punch it out.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Warner House, brought to you by 33rd Team. We are here on Victory Monday. We are so excited to talk to you guys today, talk about the game, talk about everything that's been going on since the last time we spoke.
Wow. How exciting. How are we feeling? Feeling good? Tell people how you're feeling.
Yeah, we'll start off with kind of talking about our days and stuff. So today, since we won, and since we have a Thursday night game this
How are
week.
you feeling right in this moment, honey? Tell the people. Be honest with them.
Okay, I'm a little tired. I'm tired today.
We can tell.
Again?
A little soft-spoken.
You don't know if the people can tell. Maybe just you can tell.
It's a
'cause
little
you know me.
soft-spoken, 33rd Team, Warner House. We're back.
I have such a people say I have a very calming voice. I get that a lot.
You get that a lot?
To where if I just like if I was a radio announcer or something, my voice is like very velvety, caramelly, delicious, smooth voice.
Oh, I just almost fell asleep with you. You're talking just now.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
One of my good things about myself. But yeah, I'm just tired today. I wasn't tired throughout the whole day. I think it just hit me within the last hour and a half. I definitely crashed for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll lead the way for us today.
So I'm gonna try to spunk it up, but you might have to be the entertainment.
I'll lead the way.
Okay. But how was your day?
My day was great. I had a nice, long, busy day because we have a quick turnaround with Thursday Night Football coming up on deck. By the time the show airs, we will be 2 days away from playing a football game.
I know.
So today was a big recovery day, running around like a chicken, trying to get recovered, doing all the
Fred
doing all
just
the
got
things.
home about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we're just catching up.
And it's about, what, 6 o'clock?
It's a late one. We're recording late tonight, so.
It's about the same time.
Whatever. It feels late.
But yeah, I've been gone all day. It's been a long day.
So yeah, but good day, good vibes.
Yesterday was a good day.
Oh my gosh, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
For you especially, because yesterday was Fred's birthday. If you guys didn't know, I'm sure you do if you're listening, that it was his birthday. He turned 27 years old. We talked about this a lot, how like your beginning 20s are 21, 22, 23, 24?
So your early 20s, this is usually how it's classified. 21 to 23 is your early 20s. 24 to 26.
I don't think 24 is mid. 24 is still very, very young. So that needs to be in the earlies.
24 to 26, mid 20s, and then 27 to 29 is obviously your late 20s. So I'm officially a part of the late 20s club. And
yeah.
It feels great.
Yeah. So Fred's a late 20?
Late.
He's a late 20er, which is great because I'm a late 20er as well. So it feels nice to have you on this side.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah. So yeah, just, growing up and getting old, as Luke Holmes would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday we spent the birthday, obviously, playing football, first and foremost, getting that win. Went to dinner afterward. It was honestly
a beautiful dinner. It was such a good dinner. Just you and me, we drove around for hours. It was beautiful.
Yeah. For hours.
Literally. I looked at my gas this morning. I'm like, we went to SoCal last night.
Literally.
So yeah, it was a beautiful night. Beautiful game. We'll get into that more in depth in a bit. But yeah, just catching up today, like Fred said, was a longer day for him because we have a Thursday night game this week, which is nuts. Those weeks are always super crazy because it's so fast. But nothing other updates, life updates since we've spoken to everyone. What anything new?
Mm, nothing that comes to mind.
Yeah. Oh, today I went to my first acupuncture appointment regarding baby Warner. We'll start to do like baby Warner updates.
Okay.
Want to do that?
That's
I
lovely.
think the people want to hear about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just excited
They
about
would love to hear about it.
it.
I'm sure they'd
um,
love to hear about the gender too, but
we're gonna wait on that.
oh,
We're gonna wait. Fred wants to scream it from the hilltops because he's just like he's always excited about everything, and I'm just like, let's wait a bit. That's how he was about announcing the pregnancy too. He was like, let's announce right now, when we found out,
uh-oh.
which is really sweet.
What just happened to the good old days, where there's no social media,
I
we
know.
got posted and all this
I
type of
want to wait
stuff.
a bit.
Wait.
I want to wait until I start decorating the nursery and then we can announce. But anyways, I have if any mamas are out there listening or any dads that have seen their partners go through this thing called round ligament pain. It's very new to me because I've never been pregnant. So it's this thing where you have two ligaments coming up your abdomen, and they're pretty big. And when your uterus starts to grow and everything starts to push out, those ligaments start to grow or stretch, and it can cause like chronic pain. And that's what I've been having throughout this pregnancy. The good thing about this is that when it's gone, and I can just be totally normal and live my life, work out as much as I want. But when it hits, it's like debilitating. And had to go to the ER during my first trimester for it because one, I had no idea what was going on, and I had never been in pain like that before. So I thought something was like really, really wrong. So I assumed, I don't even know. I'd never experienced pain like that in my life. So long story short, after multiple doctor's appointments and ER visits, we figured out what it was, and it's just something that I just have to deal with until delivery. So, I've been trying pelvic floor therapy. That was informative, not so much the cure. There's not really a cure. It was very informative though, but the problem isn't my pelvic floor. It's the just sheer pain of pregnancy growth. So now today I went to see an acupuncturist, which was incredible. And like Fred, you do acupuncture,
I
right?
sure do.
And why do you do it?
To just get my body right.
Okay, so I never knew that this was such a thing. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I just never really knew much about acupuncture. Don't really, but I found this amazing place here that does prenatal acupuncture. And you guys, today was like, it was like my eyes opened, and I was just like, this is incredible. Like, this is what would have been like. I should have done this so long ago, but I just now found out about it. But I'm so excited. My body feels so good afterwards. I was just like almost in tears because I was so relieved that now I have something that can help, you know,
Absolutely.
until the baby comes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy.
And also I was thinking when I was sitting there with all the pins in me, I was like, why doesn't Fred like think this like tell me about this or like
Tell you about that.
yeah, why didn't you
I don't know. I didn't know that was something that
you do it like every
pregnant
week?
women do is put needles in themselves to
What
feel
like
better.
before I was pregnant, like just something good for me, you know?
Something good for you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was your thing. The whole needles and all that. I do it strictly because I have to.
Where do you do it? Or why? Like why?
I do it in all the problem areas, like places that be sore. Sometimes my calf's sore,
So it's
so
for
put the
you do it
needles,
for soreness, not necessarally pain?
pain, soreness,
You put
whatever
it in
whatever you want to call it.
she put one in my head.
Yep, that's to make you go.
And she put them all in my ears too. And
No,
she left, and I had to lay there for 45 minutes, and they had this like warming red light also on me. So it was just very
very
calming.
common.
So I was like, I'm getting really sleepy.
Sleepy.
So I like dozed off, and then I like my head, and then like the needles like crunched in my ear. I was
Oh
like,
wow. No.
and she had them in my hands.
Mm.
And she was like, like talking to me while she was putting them in to kind of like distract, I guess, because
Mm-hmm.
the ones on my legs and my feet I didn't feel at all. But then she put two just in my right hand, right here, and those suckers,
A little
those
sting
zinged.
to them.
Those zinged. And kind of the whole time it was a little bit uncomfortable. I was like, I low-key want to take these out.
Imagine you just yanking the
I
needles
was
out of your hand.
like, I don't want the ones in my hand. But she said the ones in her hand help your back, lower back. So whatever she did, she knew what she was
You
doing.
know what it was doing.
Holy cow.
Wow.
So if anybody is listening that's having pain, or you know somebody that knows somebody that do it, do prenatal acupuncture. It's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Game changing.
Totally.
Well, good deal.
That was my peak today.
That was your peak? All
Yeah.
right, good. So we both had good acupuncture today.
Oh, you had some too?
Yeah.
How long did you sit in there?
About an hour session.
Beautiful.
About an hour. I needed it.
Okay. Enough about me. We can segue into you now and your beautiful game. I mean, I'll just let you take over.
I mean, yeah, we won 7-14.
Yes.
27-14. 14 was too many points, honestly. You know, I was mad after they scored that second touchdown because I guess partly it was my fault. But, you know, after they scored that second touchdown, they had a couple opportunities to go down there and score some more points on us, and we were able to stand tall in the red zone a couple times back to back, and didn't have to even deal with any sort of panic situation, because that's the thing that people don't understand is, like, imagine they score a touchdown to make it a one-score game late in the fourth quarter with all 3 timeouts left, and then they just need to stop to get the ball back and then have an opportunity at tying the game. But none of that happens because you make a play, boom, boom, and then you never hear about it.
So the defense allowed 14 points only, which is good, had 4 sacks and 2 takeaways.
Correct.
And you feel good about that?
I feel great. You know, the goal is always to take the ball away 3 times. We took it away twice. I had that play where early on in the game, they're kind of marching us down the field a little bit. Had a couple good plays. And I'm like, man, we need to get off the field. So, boom, their offense, Baker drops back, takes a little boot, rolls out to his right. I'm dropping back into coverage. And I'm looking back at him, and he starts kind of like starting to scramble. And I don't really have any like direct pass coverage responsibility on that play. So I'm like, oh, shoot. Start running after him. And then I see Nick Bosa out of nowhere with the long strides, majestic, comes over, wraps him up as I'm getting there. And it's just kind of second nature now. Like, I don't really think about it. I just come in and I try to like hit my hand, like get my hand on the ball, like to try to punch it out, whether it's like full with a fist or with a hand. I think this one was like kind of like more of an open hand. And I come in with violence, just boom, ball flies out. And I'm flip around, look down at the ground. I see people scrambling for the football, and then it pops out of the pile. So I try to run after it. Somebody else had already dove on it, and I was pretty sure that we had gotten it. So of course I start
so good
celebrating. We go down to the end zone. Anytime we get a takeaway, we run.
Yeah, you ran all the way down there. I'm like, what are you doing? So far.
Wow, that's actually a good point. That's a great point, because I'm not a fan of the whole running down to the opposite end zone when you're already across the 50. It takes a lot of energy, but, you know, we got to get the juices going. Everybody's happy, excited. People come off the sideline trying to congratulate you. Boom, turn up, get a little picture. But a lot of the time when that stuff is going down, like, I just kind of like, you know, yeah, and then I just kind of trot off, like, you know, instead of running all the way down there. I got to conserve my energy.
Yeah.
I make the calls, I run.
You just did a light jog. You didn't.
It was a light jog.
Yeah.
It was kind of a stroll. You know, first started in a stroll, and then I realized what was happening. I'm like, oh, shoot, we're going down there. So I'm like, yep.
At least you were in the front of the pack and not the back, and you had to sprint.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I kind of had already started to stroll over there. I'm like, yeah, boom, boom. And then, shoot, we're going down here. It is what it is.
You guys are funny.
So, yeah, we got that takeaway. And then later on in the game, sick to my stomach, Huff goes down. I didn't even know in the moment what had happened. You know, I think I kind of seen him walk off to the sideline. And in those moments where the game's going, like, you don't realize what's going on until you got a break in the game. But, you know, Ji'Ayir's out there, Ji'Ayir Brown, who obviously everybody kind of has an idea of who he is now.
Yeah, tell everybody who this man is.
Oh, yeah, Ji'Ayir is a round draft pick, similar to myself.
Out of where?
They're a round draft pick out of Penn State.
Penn State,
Nittany Lions.
And he's always dressed out and everything. Like I
think he's always dressed out. He's been on special teams, you know, kind of just trying to find his way. And then Huff goes down, no word on what's officially, you know, had happened to him at the time. And then Ji'Ayir just kind of stepped in and was ready for his moment. You know, I've seen him kind of working his way through during practices and everything. He has the right mindset, asking me questions and stuff, and it seems like he just really wanted to do well, and came in, had a big time interception and a couple pass breakups at the end of the game in the red zone. when we needed it most.
That's awesome. I mean, way to step up when you need to, like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now it's like he did so great, and now he's the guy. He's the guy for the rest of the season.
yeah. I mean, I'm obviously
Unfortunately,
happy for him, but I'm sick for Huff.
I know.
Obviously, the
Have you
news came
spoken
out about
to?
his knee, and I texted him last night after the game, and I'm sure he's just kind of processing everything. Has a bunch of people hitting him up right now, but I kind of want to give him a space to let him process these things,
And
and
what
then
was it? Did they announce what
they
the?
announced his ACL. He's out for the season.
Okay,
So yeah, complete blow. Because I mean, some guys are just irreplaceable. Honestly, like
right.
all pro safety, the presence he brought, and the player person he is. Everybody's gonna have to. It's not all on Ji'Ayir to come in and like just all of a sudden just be,
Right, and we're not expecting
No,
that.
it's everybody got to
Yeah.
elevate their game and their play and their communication and all those type of things that he brought to the defense. Like we all got to be better now,
Hmm.
and we will.
But props to him. He really, really did a great job coming in.
Yeah.
And for his first game with you guys the rest of the season. Hate that for Huff. Like I didn't even notice that anything had happened. It was really quiet. And I was always just focused on you, and I didn't really even notice until about like halfway out. I was like, oh wait, where the heck is Huff?
Hmm.
And then they didn't really say anything. I wasn't checking my phone during the game, and then afterwards I saw that, and I was just like, that is so crazy.
Hmm.
You think when he's gonna get surgery?
I'm sure as soon as they can get it.
Good.
It's one of those things you got to get it done because
Yeah.
the recovery process is long
Good
and
thing about
grueling.
this that you got to think about the positives. Like it's curable, healable. It's just sucks the timing of everything. But next season he'll be right back there, so he'll be just fine. Got to
He'll
think of the
come back better,
positives. Yeah,
come up even better than he was
totally.
before. Um, so other things within the game. I know Dre is really upset about missing that little opportunity at interception. I've been there.
Hmm.
All right. The person who wants it the most is the guy who's in that moment. All
I
right.
know. That's why I
So
always.
literally, of course, like I'm on the sideline and I see him. I didn't even say nothing. Didn't ever say anything about it because the last thing you want is guys talking about, oh man, bro, what happened, bro? You right there in your head. Hey, you start talking like that, especially around somebody who's hot about it in a Dre Greenlaw, you might get a fist in your
Yeah,
jaw. So you
he's
need
got
to
a
watch
short
out.
fuse, that Dre Greenlaw.
So you need to watch out. All right. While he was kind of pacing back and forth that sideline. He was very upset
Yeah.
because he wants it bad. He hasn't had one all season. It's gonna come. It's gonna come in the right timing. That's how it works.
You got a little heated too, I don't know if you were pacing the sidelines.
Yeah. No, I was mad.
Yeah.
Real
And
mad.
Fred Warner doesn't get mad.
You know what's hilarious? Because we were just talking about acupuncturist. My acupuncturist, Jenny, at the facility, she's like, Fred, did something happen later in the game? Because you seemed like you were playing with a little extra edge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious that you say that because, they had that play where they run in the tight end down the middle and I have them kind of one-on-one down the side or down the pipe and routine play, done it a million times. You go, you connect, you look back for the football. As long as you're looking for back for the football, you're good. You have every right to that football as the person who is running the route.
Yeah.
So boom, I connect, I look back, and I guess Buddy must have flopped or something. I didn't push
Yeah,
him or
no,
I didn't
yeah.
do nothing.
That's what it looked
He
like.
flops and I jump up for the ball. I'm like, all right, boom, all right, whatever, on the next. And people are making noises. I'm looking around for a flag. I don't see one, and it's right at my feet. And I'm like, I look back at the ref. I'm like, what?
Are you kidding?
What are you doing? Like, what do you mean it's a flag?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking back for the ball. And he's like, I would have understood if he said that I pushed him or something, but he's like, you didn't look back. And I said, I'm looking back at the ball, and we're looking at the replay
And you clearly
in
looked
real
up.
time, and I'm clearly looking back. So boy, oh boy. And then the next play, they walk in, score the touchdown. So I trot off to that sideline. I take that helmet off and I
Seeing
threw it.
red.
I took the helmet off and I threw it.
Yeah.
It's not a proud moment.
I didn't see that.
Anytime you throw your helmet, it's not a proud moment. I'm a human being. All right. I got emotions.
And you never get mad like that. Because usually stuff like that, you never get calls like that on you. So
Listen, there's times where you play improper technique and you get a flag thrown on you. That's your own fault. All right, so be it. Be better next time. And obviously, I got to be better regardless because he called it, and so I mean it's a penalty. In my mind, in that moment, I'm thinking it wasn't a penalty. So seeing red.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the sideline, chuck the helmet. Johnny's trying to cool me down. Sorry, Fred, you good? Like you played it perfect. Oh, we on the next. I'm like, nah, they done messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see what the, because I was mic'd up in the
Mm-hmm.
game, by the way. And I remember when we went back out there, I think the offense might have went 3-and-out or something after that. And we go back trotting out there, and it's a TV timeout. And I'm looking at the guys. I'm like, hey, everybody, bring it in. And I remember I told you yesterday,
Yeah.
I would like, they knew that I was not messing
I don't
around.
want to hear that mic'd up.
They knew I was not messing around because I said, enough is enough. We're not doing this no more. I'm done playing around with these cats.
Yeah, because they just scored. Like, that just happened to you. You're heated,
I
hot,
said, we're
seeing
done.
red.
I said, we're done with this.
Yeah.
We're not playing this little game with them. And so, yeah, I went on to, go
Play
out there.
with a little extra aggression.
It was a little extra aggression.
I had people text my phone, is Fred okay? It seems like he's playing real, like, angry. And I was like, for real? I guess I wasn't paying attention, but I thought you were just playing normally. And Ben was like, is he okay? Like, after that had happened.
Oh, yeah, no, there was a little extra flair there. Guys were hitting that turf a little harder than usual, but
it's okay.
That's okay. That's all right. Sometimes you need that. And whew, what a moment.
And I don't get upset about it again.
No, there's no upset. How can I be upset? We won.
Okay. Brown got the wind knocked out of him.
You got the wind knocked out of him on his interception.
What number was that? That was Ji'Ayir, right? Okay,
correct.
okay. But that's okay. Everything's fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, something I wanted to talk about is that, so remember how last week you were like saying how hard it was for Christian McCaffrey to get to his streak that he had. And I was like, absolutely. It's hard, but it's him. He got another touchdown this week.
Right.
Not surprising.
Okay.
So he's back on his streak. Like 16 more to go to get or 17 to beat the guy that he's trying to beat. So that's good.
17 more. Super easy.
Love that for him.
Yeah, no, he's back on track. And I think we actually joked about it on the sideline, like, oh, all right, the streak starts. The streak is back.
And then also we've got
back over again.
Brock Purdy, the first 49er quarterback since Montana to have a perfect passer rating.
Wow.
And what does that mean? Because, I don't know anything about that.
So the whole passer rating situation, I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
I don't know how you obtain a perfect passer rating. I don't know what a passer rating is. I don't know how you obtain a perfect passer rating, because if you don't have like a perfect completion percentage, like as in you've completed every single one of your throws, I think you missed like 3 or 4 throws, like it was 21 for 25.
Okay.
I think something like that. But threw for over 300 yards, certain amount of what was it, 3 touchdowns? Something crazy.
Yeah.
Stats were insane this past game. I think it was 3 touchdowns he threw. So how do you obtain a perfect passer rating? I don't know. He's the first one to do it with at least 19 throws in a game since Joe Montana.
Incredible.
Who is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. 49ers legend. So to say that Brock Purdy is good, I think would be an understatement.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I think he's all right. I think he's pretty good.
Pretty all right.
And there's not much else that needs to be said about that, honestly, because we can sit here and go into a whole tangent off of that. But good job, Brock Purdy. I guess that leads us right into the players of the game.
No, first let's talk about Fred Warner's stats.
Oh.
So Fred Warner had 12 tackles, 2 PBUs, not sure what that means.
Pass breakups.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 1 forced fumble and a half sack.
To be honest, I
think that's
just another day at the office.
Round of applause. Golf clap.
I think that right there is another day at the office. Could have been better, honestly. There's plays out there. I left some plays out there. But at the end of the day, what's your day of work look like at the end? And what's the end result? What did we get?
Exactly.
That's all I care about.
I really like the pass breakups. I think I get almost more excited about those than like forced fumbles. For sure.
Wow.
Those are more fun to me because you jump in the air like Superman and you just like, I don't know, I just love it. Wow. Those are really fun to watch. And it's honestly like, I don't know if like we have like the sixth sense with each other, but when I'm like focused in on you the most is when that happens. I don't know why, but I'm just like,
well, why don't you focus on me more?
No, I always focus on
and
you,
then
but
I'll have
it's
more of
when
them.
you're in the middle of the field just alone, I'm like, something's about to happen.
Mm,
When you're in the middle of that's what I meant.
mhm,
When you're in the middle of the field alone and the game's kind of like slow-mo for like a
mm.
5 seconds, I'm like, something's about to happen and Fred's about to do something. And you always
I
do.
always do something.
You typically do.
So I was thinking about it. So I like what you said there about the pass breakups thing better than forced fumble. I mean, that's very nice. Or I'm glad that you like that and
I
enjoy that.
do.
I would much rather take a forced fumble over a pass breakup.
Why?
One is changing the game, and one is just kind of like a all right, pat on the back, good job. You
Okay, you're
broke a
right.
pass
It
up.
is
You know what I'm
changing.
saying?
It is changing the game,
Forced
but
fumble is giving the ball back to the offense. Now, an
yeah.
interception
Yeah.
versus a pass breakup.
For sure the interception, right?
Well, yes, I'm sorry,
Oh,
that's not what I meant. So pass breakups and interceptions kind of go together.
okay.
Like pass breakups is like, ooh, you almost had an interception. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the interception's obviously changing the game. You getting the ball back for the offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So, but pass breakups are cool too.
So what's your favorite thing? Since I said my favorite, what's your favorite thing to get?
Interception.
Interception.
Forced fumbles are great,
Okay.
but you still have to recover the fumble in order for it to change possession and go to
Right.
the offense. Interception, you catch it, you go down, offense
Okay.
gets the ball.
That's your favorite.
My favorite. Pick six, all time play.
Yeah.
I got to get me one of those.
It'll happen.
It'll come up. It's coming up soon, actually.
It'll happen. What's supposed to happen?
It's coming up soon. I have 3 on the year. So my season totals so far are 3 picks, 3 forced fumbles, and 2.5 sacks.
And speaking of that, I knew you reminded me last night, but I forgot. Is it this week that starts the Pro Bowl voting, or is it next?
I don't know. I
For all
think
that,
it's
I'm
coming
not.
up.
It's
I know it's
that's
coming up soon.
okay.
That like this is that part of the year
It's
where
coming
they
up.
kind of come up with the all right, everybody start voting for the Pro Bowl, blah blah blah. And trust me, when that comes, we'll be on here talking about everybody that needs to be voted for on the
Okay.
team.
Can't wait.
Give people their
Yeah, we'll
flowers,
do
give
like a
people they love.
special little
Yeah,
episode
we'll,
talking
we'll give
about that.
everybody their flowers for who deserves it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, when that time comes, that'll come. That'll handle itself.
All right. So who is your players of the game?
Players of the game, offense. I think you got to go with 2 guys. It's only right that you go with 2 because you can't have one without the other. Brandon Ayuk had an all-time game. I think it was 5 catches, 100 some yards, over 150 yards, and a touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
and had the longest receiving touchdown of the year with a 76-yard touchdown reception.
Mm-hmm.
And you obviously can't have that type of performance without the guy throwing the ball to you. And Brock Purdy, like you mentioned, perfect passer rating. Joe Montana is being mentioned with his name, all sorts of crazy, wild stuff. By the way, like, are we going to start like the Brock Purdy MVP conversation?
We can talk about that later when we start talking about Pro Bowl.
Okay. I think you should be in that conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Brock Purdy MVP. So, yeah, those are my 2 offensive players of the game.
So let's not do defense, or you just
No. We always do defense.
Oh, okay, so you're doing 3.
Defensively, I think you got to give it to the young bull, Ji'Ayir Brown. I think it's admirable him coming in there, doing what he did in a tight situation down there in the red zone. Those are crucial plays. Had the interception, which I think brings our defensive total for the year is 14 picks through 10 games? 10 games, 14 picks, which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
So we got to keep that up. Yeah, I'm happy with how he did, and I think he deserves a shout for this week.
Beautiful.
What about you?
I was going to pick Ji'Ayir Brown because I don't want to be like annoying and pick you all the time. Since I'm your wife, I don't want to always, it's you. But since you picked him, I will pick you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
So
nice
defense,
of you.
I would say Fred Warner. And offense, I'm going to go Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thanks.
Okay.
So beautiful, you guys. We'll be talking about the next week's game when it comes. This week. Oh my gosh, this week's game.
Yeah, and I think it's only right that we, since we do our little around the league stuff that we mention, we always got to mention it.
What?
Anytime the Texans win, D'Amico Ryans and the Texans.
Texans won.
Anytime they win, we're happy about it. We're happy
so
about
happy
it.
to see that.
They're over in the AFC, far away from anything got to deal with us. So if they win, D'Amico Texans, congratulations on another win. And they beat up on the Cardinals, who are in our division. So anytime Anybody in our division loses, that's a plus
Oh,
for
they
us.
beat the Cardinals.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, D'Amico is making waves over there.
Yeah,
I know we talk about it every week,
I know
but
exactly, and you gotta. Hey, it's our guy. It's my dog. You know, I gotta shout him out.
yeah.
And then we were watching the Eagles Chiefs game. By the time this airs, everybody already know how the game went. But
What do you
it was.
predict it?
I don't want to give a prediction.
Okay, I'll predict it. I'm
Oh.
gonna say Chiefs win. Let's see if I
I don't
can.
think that's how predictions work. I think you're supposed to give a score.
I'm predicting that they'll win.
Give a score.
What was it when you walked over here? What was it?
It was 7-7. I don't know what it is now.
I'm gonna say that the Chiefs score. See, I'm not good at this.
It's okay. Just say a number.
23.
Sure.
And the other team, the Seahawks. Who are they playing? Eagles. The Eagles, 14.
Okay, 23-14. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
We'll see if that comes to fruition tomorrow. And if it does, then you're what's it called?
I don't know why the Seahawks just came to my mind. Did they have a good game yesterday?
Maybe it's because we played them this week.
Oh, Rams beat the Seahawks too.
The Rams beat the
Yesterday.
Seahawks, and we play the Seahawks on Thanksgiving.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just on it. You're always one step ahead of the
Thanks, Fred. Okay, and then enough of the NFL because enough.
Okay,
Let's talk about what's really important, and that's college football.
Oh wow, okay. Football.
So the guy that you were talking about a couple weeks ago, the LSU quarterback, did something crazy again,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really know because I'm not good at the quarterback stats and what all of that means, but he is kind of like next level. This guy,
The LSU quarterback.
correct?
Yeah.
What did he do?
This past game?
Yeah, this game he did something crazy.
I don't know. I mean, you're the one who's keeping tabs on all the SEC games.
Jaden Daniels, 8-touchdown game. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Another team that beat up on somebody was the Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide.
Tore up Chattanooga.
Who?
Chattanooga.
Who's that?
Exactly. 66-10.
Oh.
And then BYU. Remember how we were talking about BYU and how they lost pretty bad last week?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, don't give up on them. Don't because they played Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
They did lose, but not by much.
No, they were in a dogfight all game.
We
were actually watching it in the cafeteria because it was an early morning game.
I was watching it because Bama game. I mean, they ended earlier, but yeah, it was really entertaining, and they were tied up until the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. So good job, Cougies.
Good job, everyone. Everyone did good.
Everyone. Yeah.
There's no moral victories, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well that leads us right into where we're at now.
Where's that?
And that is Thursday night football.
You got it.
Oh wow! But you know what? What's special about it, and what's new is that we play on Thanksgiving Day, and I've never played on Thanksgiving Day before. And you love Thanksgiving. We love Thanksgiving, don't we?
It's our favorite holiday in the Warner house.
Okay. Well then let's spunk her up.
Fred, why am I spunking up? I'm gonna be alone in the Warner house, and you're gonna be in Seattle playing a game. Me? You know where I'm gonna be? Alone. I'm gonna order. I've already decided what I'm gonna do on Thanksgiving. So let's talk about the Thursday game.
All right.
So Fred's gonna be in Seattle playing on Thanksgiving. Beautiful energy. What? Kill the mood. Well, you have to think about it on my end too.
I understand, honey. I understand.
And it's so funny because since I've known you, we've never played on Thursday. On a Thursday, I mean,
I know we're almost there.
You've never played.
We're almost there, honey. Those needles putting you to sleep.
Fred's never played on Thanksgiving or Christmas at all since we've met. And then this year we play on Thanksgiving Day and on Christmas Day, which sucks. But I guess everybody has to do it a few times. I mean, if they do this again to us next year, I'm going to be pissed. But whatever. We'll do it this year. So yeah, I'll be alone. I'm not traveling to Seattle because I'm just not. Maybe I should have though. No, because then I would be alone, and I would have had to fly back on on Friday, and why would I want to fly back the day after? And
That's too much.
it's just too much, and I would be alone either way, so I might as well be alone here with the dogs. So I'll be alone, and I don't know, maybe I'll order myself a Caesar salad, or maybe I'll get crazy and get Popeye's
Listen,
chicken.
okay, are you gonna say the part that's actually good about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am alone on Thanksgiving.
Oh, heavens.
I am alone on Thanksgiving Day, but Brad's gonna get home about 10, 11 o'clock. He'll embrace me, make me feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a little nap. We'll wake up bright and early at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're getting on a plane to go to San Diego, which, if you don't know, is where Fred's from. And we're going to have a whole entire Thanksgiving with his whole family on Friday. So that's the silver lining.
Yeah. Silver lining, all right.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're not with child. Like, I could cry thinking about it right now. Sitting on the couch alone with a baby in my belly. My husband's
I
not here.
understand.
My mom's not here. I'm so alone. And on my favorite holiday, like you guys, Thanksgiving is so huge in my whole family. And then since me and Fred have been together, we've made it our big holiday too. So it just, it sucks. But I'll look back on this and be like, oh, that sucked. But I mean, in 28 years, I've never missed a Thanksgiving. So it's okay just to miss one, right?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to do our questions of the week. So, first question is from I Am Anonymous. The real question is, when do the lights and the Christmas decorations come down? So, I usually have the Christmas decorations come down around like mid-January, so like January 10th or 11th. I'll have them come down. So I get a good use out of them from early November to January.
Wow.
And then the next one is from Salentunes42. Fred, what was your favorite birthday gift from your childhood?
My favorite birthday gift from my childhood. Man, back in the day, I just really enjoyed, either some sort of video game or some sort of video game. And so I don't know. Yeah, with the birthdays, you get one little thing as a child, and it was usually a video game. So I'll probably say a video game was my favorite one.
Perfect. Okay, guys, that's all for the Warner House. If you guys want to tune in next week, just tune in wherever you get your podcast, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere, YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. For anything NFL related, you can hop on over to the33rd team.com, and we will see you guys next week. Don't forget to submit your questions on our YouTube, and we always love to answer those. So we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Be sure to subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts and to the Warner House on YouTube.